The one who releases captives, release all those caught
The right to live in freedom.
Palestinians have.
The right to live in freedom.
Do not speak of your commitment to children and your commitment to life and your commitment to Jewish safety as you stand by and aid and abet a genocide of Palestinian people. Do not speak of children. Do not speak of human life. If we will stand by and do nothing as Palestinians face a horrible, horrible mass forced removal bigger than the Nakba. Bigger than the Nakba. 1.1 million Palestinians, forced removal, 2.2 million people in Gaza trapped. Not in our names. Not in our names. Not in our names. Not in our names.
Not in our names.
no matter how undeserving we are.
I'm going to say never again. You say is now. Never again.
Is now.
Never again.
Is now.
Never again.
Is now.
Never again.
Is now.
Never again.
Is now.
Never again.
Is now.
Never again.
Is now.
Together we're going to chant, free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine.
Free,
Free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
We see Israelis burying their loved ones. For some of us, our loved ones, our friends and those friends' kids. Even as they cry out to the world to stop their government from killing more innocent people in their names, saying, how dare you spread the lie that we are showing up as Jews as only we can, to say enough, to say as only we can, never again!
We cannot allow our grief. We cannot allow our grief to be used as justification for the genocide of Palestinian people. Not in our name.
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 This is being funded and armed and authorized by our government. Our government, who has now made the words ceasefire and de-escalation off limits. Who has now made the words ceasefire and de-escalation off limits. Not in our name.
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 We call on all of our ancestors, many of whom are to stop an imminent genocide in Gaza. We do not need to resolve our feelings or our politics or our ideas right now. We do not need to agree. What we need to do is into stopping genocide. We do not need to all feel or think the same.
Not in our name.
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 I know each of you believe that we each have our stories, our relationships, our connections
direct the press to Rebecca.
You're here today because you know this. You're here today because your Judaism brought you here. We have faced with everything we have. Others of you are already taking action. People are leaving their jobs for a week to organize. Call in sick at the prospect of genocide. For others, it's putting your body on the line with us tonight. Or in Washington, D.C., the headquarters of the warmongers, including the weapons contractors and the Christian Zionist Republicans who don't give a fuck about us!
Not in our name!
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 Not in our
We
name!
call on all of our ancestors, many of whom are survivors of genocide. Many of us are descendants of those who...
This is the most serious test of Jews' moral fiber in our lifetimes. Who are we as a people? Even as we grieve the horrific attacks against Israelis last weekend and worry for the safety of the hostages, who are we when we are faced with enabling genocide? Us here have raised our voices to prevent this crisis. We have implored our fellow Jews to walk the path of righteousness. Boilerplate, we stand with Israel's statements. Those statements also enable genocide. We will not allow our grief to be weaponized in this way. We must act as if we'll be ready to pick up the pieces. May the one
We refuse to let our grief be weaponized for actions that will only multiply the loss and the suffering. History has demonstrated time and again that
Free, free!
first, can you just tell me and spell your name?
Yeah, my name is Simone Zimmerman, S-I-M-O-N-E, Zimmerman, Z-I-M-M-E-R-M-A-N.
And can you just explain and describe the situation going on in Israel and your thoughts on it?
Sure. This has been an absolutely terrifying week in Israel and Palestine. We've seen Hamas militants massacred over 1,300 Israeli civilians, and the Israeli army is now in the process of bombing the Gaza Strip, which is a tiny piece of land in which 2 million Palestinians live in what is widely considered the largest open-air prison in the world. These people have been living under siege for over 16 years. They have nowhere to go and nowhere to hide from Israeli warplanes who are pledging to rain all hell down on them right now.
Yes. And what do you think about the U.S. involvement?
I think it is, as an American, I'm absolutely disgusted and outraged that our government has been marching headfirst, beating the drums of war, pledging unconditional support for a extremist, reckless, vengeful Israeli government that has completely failed the safety of their own civilians and is now promising to unleash hell on innocent civilians who did nothing to deserve their wrath.
Thank you. Do you think this can be solved?
I think that military solutions are not the answer to this situation. We have seen 16 years of a blockade make the Gaza Strip unlivable for millions of Palestinians. We've seen the Israeli government use military solutions over and over again to punish people, to make their lives a living hell, and now their own citizens are paying the price. It's absolutely disgraceful, it's outrageous, it's terrifying, and what this protest here right now is thousands of American Jews standing outside of Chuck Schumer's house saying, stop the war machine, no more massacres, no more guns to Israel, no more weapons to Israel in our names as Americans, as Jews. We know that military solutions are not the answer. They have not worked up until now, and we know they will not work. We are here saying, please do anything you can to stop the bleeding, stop the loss of life, and try. The call right now is de-escalation and ceasefire. We do not want to see people massacred right now.
Yes, and can you describe the energy of the crowd here and everyone's feeling?
We're everything. We're terrified. We're grieving. So many of us have loved ones, Israeli and Palestinian loved ones who have already been killed this week. We're outraged at our government. They told people not to use the words de-escalation and ceasefire. They're pledging unconditional support to a war effort right now. It feels, I'm too young to remember what it was like, immediately after 9/11, but I live in the wreckage and the aftermath. We've heard the lesson, we've learned the lessons of the hell that America unleashed on the world after 9/11. We do not want to make those same mistakes again. This group of people is outraged, we're terrified, we're grieving, and we're motivated to get our voices out there and to stop a potential genocide in Gaza.
Yes. Anything else you'd like to share with me? Thank you for your time. Can you just tell me and spell your name, please?
Yeah, my name's Naftalie.
May I please spell it?
Oh, spell it. Naftalieehrenkranz.
And one question I have for you is, what do you think about the U.S. involvement?
It's just really disappointing to see our government just like hitting the drum of war here and going for sort of a warmongering approach, and to do it also in my name as a Jew, to say that they're doing this to defend people when all it's really going to bring is more death. And also to see the government obscure and make invisible the Palestinian loss of life over this week is just it's beyond disheartening.
And can you describe the energy of the crowd today and everyone's feeling?
Yeah, everyone's feeling just devastated right now. Everyone's in grief, and everyone feels really, really angry at the fact that we're seeing kind of like this jingoistic response to what's unfolded in Israel-Palestine over this past week. And everyone just, they're angry at our communal leaders, at our political leaders for using this as an opportunity to call for more war instead of for de-escalation.
Yes. And do you think this can be solved, this issue between Israel and Palestine?
Yes, I mean, I'm here today because I think it can be solved through granting full democracy, full equality for everyone between the river and the sea. And I think that we've seen over and over and over again the current system of oppression against Palestinians just resulting in more and more loss of life of both Palestinians and Israelis.
Yes, and is anything else you'd like to share with me?
No, not at this moment.
And can you just describe the level of police here and the level of energy from both sides, the police and protesters? Can you touch on that?
Yeah, there are police here. There's a pretty large crowd of them surrounding the protesters. It's a little scary. See.
Yes. Thank you. One more time, can you just say and spell your name for me?
Naftalie Ehrenkranz.
Thank you.
All right.